show starts in 10, 9, 8. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
That's how you know Red Dog's not here. Listen, all right, let me tell you, welcome to Chaz and Friends, all right? Your opinions are earned, the debates get heated, and, well, look, no wrestling take is ever safe here on this show. Tonight, we're asking 3 very important questions that could tell us a lot about where the wrestling industry is headed. First, WWE has introduced the Interim Women's Championship. Is this a smart way to protect a champion's reign while they're injured, or is WWE borrowing an idea that they've criticized for years and watering down their own championships? Then we're going to head on over to AEW because Kenny Omega is back on top. But in 2026, is he still the right guy to carry the company? Or is it finally time for AEW to hand the ball to its next generation of stars? And finally, I need somebody to explain this to me, all right? What is the point of Saturday night's main event? Is it a meaningful show, or has it turned into a glorified promotional special that doesn't justify its spot on WWE's calendar? After last night's closing segment, I think it's a fair question to ask, what is the point of Saturday night's main event? We've got plenty to say, but that's why you're here. Drop your opinions in the chat. Argue with us, all right? We want to know what you got to say. Challenge our opinions, and let's find out who's got the best argument. This is Chaz and Friends. Holla at your boy!
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show, because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know we all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real chicken.
Yo, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew. It's the Capital Region's best kept secret and the Dawn of the Mid-Atlantic. I am Chaz Evans, Chaz the Dawn, and welcome to Chaz and Friends, presented by the 3 Count Podcast. Well, this show is not about me, it is about my friends. So let me get right on to it. Let me introduce to you my friends. Introducing first, he's in his now new official second in command spot right there on my right, maybe your left, depending on your orientation. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got his red hat on, which means he is ready for a debate. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the only Graves that matters. He's the reason your favorite Graves is employed by the Fed right now. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a Baltimore Underground wrestling legend, all right? I'm putting respect on this man's name. I'm giving him his flowers today, all right? When you go back, all right, when you look at all the great, all right, DMV, Delmarva underground wrestlers, and I'm specifically saying underground because I hate the term backyard. So underground wrestlers, all right? Twitch Graves is a name, all right, that deserves to be up there. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our residential Fred Durst, Twitch Graves.
The disclaimer's up, or not up, so I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But if Corey Graves is your favorite Graves, fuck you. And while we're at it, support your local cult.
And last but certainly not the least, ladies and gentlemen, he is the heater of the show. All right. We missed him last week, but he's back with a vengeance. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the franchise of the 3 Count Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, rocking a very, very vintage Studio 22 t-shirt
Damn.
All right, shout out to Andino and his former tag team partner, Showtime Jeremy Grimes. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Lou the franchise.
It is the best Latino on the Three Count podcast. Sorry, Red Dog. Today you're out, buddy.
He just
That-
euthanized him.
he wow, that's
Wait till I
amazing.
see. Wait till I see the real Red Dog. I'm gonna euthanize him too.
That's wow. All right. On that note, if you
We
haven't
got the disclaimer.
it's up there. It's up there. It's up there now. If you haven't done so, hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're watching us live right now, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Whether you're watching us live right now on Facebook Live, YouTube, watching us on Twitch, or on X, Twitter, wherever you want to call it. Shout out to all of you. Hit that live button, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Make sure that you are locked in with all of the Three Count Podcast content. We also have a interview show that is hosted by the missing Red Dog, as you all can see. He is not here, but he hosts the critically acclaimed Now Enter the Ring. All your favorite wrestlers have probably been on this podcast, especially if they are on the independent scene. If they are an independent wrestler, they've been on Now Entering the Ring. So definitely go check out our Now Entering the Ring collection on our YouTube channel. There's a playlist right there with all of the Now Entering the Rings. Also check out Returning to the Ring, Now Entering the Ring 201, our other interview shows that are hosted by Red Dog, where we bring some guests back and we kind of get a deeper dive into not only these people but their characters and whatnot. So definitely check that out. But the only way you check that out is if you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, or if you hit that follow button wherever you follow us or listen to us on your podcast. So shout out to all of you listening to us right now, audio podcasts, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, podcast.com, iHeartRadio, Podcast Coin, Podcoin, wherever you get your podcast fancy on, we're on there. We thank you for listening to us, but you should probably check on us on the live show on Sunday evenings around 6:15, 6:30 Eastern Time. I'm trying to think other than that, buy some merch for yourwear.com. You can get all of our updated merchandise. You can also get this cool wherever there it is. Boom. You can get this SWO Samoan World Order shirt soon. It's coming soon. I say that every week because it's coming soon on For Your Wear. But the only way you can get that shirt is by going to For Your Wear. But if you want to get our classical merch, go to Pro Wrestling Tees /3 Count Pod, the number 3. Don't you type in THREE. That will make me mad. So you can find all of our old merch, some classic 3 Count Podcast stuff right there on Pro Wrestling Tees. All right, let's get down to business. Let's get into Temp Check. I got to find it. I'm new here. All right, boom. Temp Check.
I'm impressed you knew how to do that.
Listen, I have to keep it up and I have to keep it really big so I can see. Temp Check, that's where me and my friends, we give you our hottest and our coldest wrestlers going into this week. And for a bonus, we give you our match of the week. All right, so let's switch this up. Start this one off. Let's start it off hot. Twitch, start it off, bro. What's the temperature like?
I don't really have a match of the week because I think everything sucks so far.
Okay.
My hottest of the week, Lyra Valkyria, for making that dumbass gimmick work. My coldest of the week, whoever the fucking idiot was who came up with the idea to make Lyra Valkyria look like she just escaped a meth clinic.
All right.
Whoever thought that this was a good idea to take somebody like her and turn her into a complete and utter dope fiend is beyond me. It is fucking wild. It is egregious, and somebody should get their head kicked in for it.
Okay.
I don't know how you follow that. I mean, we can talk. We'll get into a pocket and we can talk about the Lyra thing, because I don't disagree and I don't agree. If that makes sense.
Oh, I want to hear this.
If you know what I'm saying, yeah. So go ahead, Lou. We'll get through Temp Check, and cause I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. Like I don't like it one bit. Like I didn't like Bird Lady from Jump.
The
And
Bird
I
Lady
kinda-
from Home Alone 2 can get it.
Like no, not that Bird Lady. I've been calling Lyra Bird Lady from I'm not. I'm gonna move past that. I'm moving past it, and I'm mad that y'all all fell out of frame for that joke. I'm not doing it. Anyway, I've been calling her Bird Lady since she came out with the wings the very first time in NXT. So that's always Bird Lady. I've never referred to her as Lyra. Maybe it's disrespect. Maybe it isn't. It is. But look, nah. I it's something different, you know. And I think that's where I'm optimistic on. All right, cool. It's something different. Get rid of the wings, and the whole tag team with her and Bailey was never going to work. Past their initial feud, and so like I'm hoping that d- despite your very accurate depiction of Lyra's new gimmick, because you were very accurate, and I never thought of it that way till you said it, and I'm looking at it, and now I can't unthink
Bro, she looks like somebody who would be hanging out at the methadone clinic.
it, and maybe that's I don't know, but like I'm open for something different.
I'm open for something different too, but why did you have to make her? I did.
You're right. Yes.
But you literally have her looking like a crackhead.
Yeah. Yeah.
She look homeless.
Bro, she does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
It blows my mind, bro. It absolutely blows my mind.
First and foremost, you up there, you leave that lady off Home Alone 2 alone. She protected Kevin McAllister.
She just died like 2 days ago.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, she just passed away 2 days ago.
Wow.
Something like
And
that.
you do her dirty like that?
From Home Alone? Yeah, from Home Alone 2. The bird lady.
The one that feeds the birds with the seeds, that throws them on the fucking sticky
What?
bandits.
Yeah, she passed away like 2-3 days ago.
Oh my goodness. Well, how old was she?
Yeah, at least be like 80.
I think she was like 83 or something like that.
Oh wow. Well, how old was she when she? Never mind. Keep going. Go ahead, Lou.
Okay. Anyways, so there's that. Hottest wrestler of the week, Chad Gable winning the gauntlet. Coldest wrestler of the week, Gunther per usual. Or anything AEW because they're garbage. And my match of the week had to be that gauntlet match.
All right, Chadwick.
All right. So, my hottest wrestler of the week, and let me tell you something. I'll probably be in the minority with this take, which I'm already in. So look, my hottest wrestler of the week is Nick Aldis. Okay, let me tell you something. All of us Magnus fans back in the day, yeah, bringing it back. All right, in TNA, all of us Nick Aldis National Treasure fans when he was the NWA champion on Ring of Honor. All right, when in NWA when he was really running the independent circuit. All right, we're ecstatic because our boy is finally getting his shine in the WWE. And yes, he's about to get his tail whooped. He's about to get beat, bruised, and brutalized and abused by Gunther at SummerSlam. But man, I am all here for Nick Aldis wrestling in the WWE. And you can shake your head all you want. Like, Nick Aldis is probably pound for pound, all right, the greatest wrestler living today.
And then we're just going to bury him in one night. Makes sense.
Listen, the paycheck is the paycheck. The paycheck is the paycheck.
But meanwhile, we have people like Jordan Grace who we haven't seen in how fucking long.
Well, but let's be for real though.
We don't talk about her.
But what are we? But
Okay.
let's keep it a buck though. But keep it a bean. What are we really going to do with Jordan Grace in this scene right now? And where SmackDown is right now, and the way the women's roster looks, where are we putting her?
The Intercontinental Championship.
No, we're not. No.
Well, see, Lou had to open his mouth and say something stupid, so now I just want to move on.
No.
You talking about the World Championship?
No, I would. I mean, she would definitely not there.
Where you
No,
going with this,
that's
Twitch?
locked
Where
up.
you going with
That's
this?
locked up by Rhea, Jade, and all them, and then what you call it, and Charlotte. That's that echelon. Jordan's not there yet, and as much as we love Jordan, and that's no knock on Jordan. I
My,
like
my,
Jordan.
my whole point behind this is why? Why are we doing this when we're just going to bury him? Is this going to be something that he's around for? Or is this going to be something that's a one and done and then we're on to the next fucking thing that Gunther is just becoming more and more obsolete with? That is my biggest argument behind it. Is it's going to be a fucking shit show of a match. It's going to be great to see Nick Aldis wrestling again. What does this really do for Gunther, though? It doesn't do anything for him.
He has a victory over a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
You have a victory and a retirement over John Cena, AJ Styles, and Goldberg.
That's fair, absolutely, and that's added. You can add that to his gauntlet.
So my question for you, Twitch, is where do you want Gunther to be right now?
I don't know where I want Gunther to be right now, but not fighting the fucking former general manager of SmackDown.
Now, but if you take that part out, and it's you say Nick Aldis though,
But
and
Nick Aldis hasn't wrestled since when?
I don't know. I mean, I watched him wrestle right before COVID, so I saw him live in Baltimore.
I understand that. I
So
feel
I don't know.
like
I think what was the I think because he was in what he was in the NWA. Then he
Yeah.
left NWA. What was he doing before? Oh wow, this is where Cliff comes in, and
this is where we meet Cliff.
Nick Aldis
I just-
wrestled August 27th of 2023 on Impact tape.
it was Impact. Okay.
So 3 years ago.
Oh look, hi mom.
I'm
What I do?
Where's Cliff? Cliff is being a
He's
father.
euthanized.
Thank God the disclaimer's up.
He's been euthanized. I mean, it's
Anyway.
fun. Last week we said Anthony was deported, so
That is very fair.
that's fair. That's
Cliff
fair.
got deported.
Look, exactly there. 'cause
Straight
he,
to Panama or China, one of those two.
I told everybody you kept pissing me off and I called ice on you.
he did. They were ragging on you last
Solid.
week. But all right, so back to so my hottest is Nick Aldis. I remember as a teenager loving Magnus. I always liked Nick Aldis. Even right when I first got into the business, I was studying Nick Aldis stuff, especially his NWA title run. His match with Cody when he dropped the belt to Cody, so that Cody could have that actually say he won the same title that his dad won. I will it's one of my favorite matches. So I'm gonna give Nick Aldis the rub this week. My coldest wrestler of the week is the entire Cody versus CM Punk feud. The both of them get it. It's funny the way that they're trying to do this big brother little brother thing. It's really childish. That's how we get this somewhat conflict between our two big baby faces on SmackDown. I mean, whatever, but I think it's dumb that Cody really got that mad that you got hit with the belt. You did you're like you're taking Cody Crybaby to a whole new level. Shout out to The Rock for that one. But yeah, they are my coldest wrestlers for the week. I was fine with them just saying, "Hey, this is the match we always wanted. Let's do it." I was fine with that. You could have left it at that and built that up for 3 weeks. You really you didn't have to build the whole, let me smack him with the belt Saturday Night Main Event last night, and then now on the the little media show that they had today. Oh, little brother, that was by accident. This was on purpose. So cheesy. Now, granted, I know I'm not the target audience anymore. Like, I thought that was cheesy. Now, my 6-year-old son saw it and thought it was probably the most craziest thing ever. And he popped like crazy. He's like, whoa! Why he do that? Why he do that? Cody going... I get it. But cheesy. Cheesy for me. But my match of the week. My match of the week goes to that tag team match last night. Gunther and Sammy versus CM Punk and Cody. Shout out to them, bro. Like, that tag match was really good, and it sucks that didn't end the night, which is going to get into our first debate. But yeah, man, that's what you just call a solid tag team match. And then when you got four heavy hitters like that, like Gunther, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk, it's definitely you don't miss with that one, and that gets my match of the week. All right,
Solid.
let's pull up the comments. Let's see here. Now you all say my favorite four-letter F word, free, right? Yeah, free. You can watch this show for free on YouTube. Make sure you
Faithful.
subscribe. Faithful is a good one. I like that one. Yeah, Lou, they were crazy last week without you. Oh, wait a minute. Don't.
It figures. The Mexican not there. They decided to bully him. They can't do it in real time because El Chapo will get them.
Okay, all right. I was about to say we're not gonna
Go
make.
ahead. Let's
We're
go
not.
ahead.
I would say yeah. We're not gonna move. We're not gonna hype. See. She now she's gonna hype Anthony up. He's gonna use this against us. All right. Let's talk about it. I just mentioned it. I'm gonna switch things up. Here we go. What's the point of Saturday's night main event? All right. I think we, as a whole, I think the vast majority can agree that last night's main event segment per se was a waste of time. Yes, I get that you're new in. Well, I'm not gonna get into that because that's gonna get into my stance. I'm just gonna read my little blurb. All right, so look, it's really not about the segment though. This is really about the entire show as a whole. But Saturday Night Main Event has returned as a special attraction when they brought it back last year. But after this past weekend, a lot of fans were left asking the question on what exactly this show's supposed to be. All right, is it meant to be a major event? Should it deliver can't miss wrestling and meaningful story progression, or is it WWE using it for promotion? Is it a just a network television special built around big names, celebrity crossovers, and mainstream appeal? Because if that's the goal, then maybe hey, Saturday Night Main Event does its job. But if it's not, then what makes it different from Raw, SmackDown, or any other show that they have during the week? So the debate question is this: has Saturday Night Main Event become an unnecessary show that doesn't justify its place on the schedule? Or are they using it as intended as a mainstream television special rather than a premium live event? All right, start this one off with you, Lou. Today.
I don't watch it because it's a fucking house show. Last night I watched Real American Free Wrestling and some UFC because it's a fucking house show. It's a fucking joke. Sorry about the F moms, Mama Kathy, but it is garbage. They need to get rid of it and stop it. It's boring. Like I say.
Go ahead, Twitch. I'm ignoring it.
Bro, he literally took the words out of my mouth. It's a glorified
Oh,
house show.
what? Am I the
In
only
my whole ass opinion. To be fair though, I haven't liked Saturday Night Main Event since they brought it back. You can go back and watch other shows. There have been great matches. Chaz, calm down. Take a drink.
Crybaby Chaz out here again. Look
No,
at
I ain't even gonna give him crybaby Chaz. Just go take a drink. Uh,
that. Hey, drink your
I
bottle.
there have been great matches on Saturday Night Main Event. I will wholeheartedly admit that. But the shows as a whole, it's just to me, it's a glorified SmackDown. It's a glorified house show. Like you could put a bunch of these matches on a SmackDown, on a Raw, and it'd be just as good. I feel like this is just another money grab for WWE. Uh, if you're trying to make it a big like PLE style event, you have some work to do, in my opinion. If you're trying to keep it as what you have it as, like you said, a celebrity show where we get all sorts of celebrities showing up, matches that you could see on a Raw or SmackDown, and then some that you would want to see on like SummerSlam, for example, or the Royal Rumble. I feel like they have to pick one or the other direction. I don't feel like Saturday Night Main Event has a direction. That's why I call it just a glorified house show.
so all right, well then my question is this. Is the so all right, cool. So if we agree then, because I think we all agree, like I don't necessarily, like I said, I agree. It is a glorified house show. I think it does its job. So my question is this: why do they keep bringing it back then?
Because
because
they're fucking
because it
money
does its
hungry.
job. Because it's still a revenue source for them that is still producing. If it's not,
Let
we wouldn't have Saturday
let
Night Main Event.
let's squeeze MSG in on a Saturday night and bring out your New York Nick champions, and everybody's gonna pay money for that in New York.
Of course.
Well then why? Well then agreed. Then like we said, why don't we just keep it as a house show then? Why do we have to put it on NBC of all things? Like why do we got to block out an hour and a half, 2 hours on I don't know, a national channel,
You want my
and on
you want my
Peacock?
you want my honest opinion on that?
Yeah, yes.
Give it
So
to them.
so AEW can't go to Peacock.
Exactly.
So AEW can't go to Peacock. This is the same reason AEW tried to run a house or run a show in Madison Square Garden just for them to reply, no, we don't want we don't want you here. WWE is more lucrative for us. In my opinion, yeah, that's the only reason we still have Saturday Night Main Event. It brings the celebrities bring the eye, which brings the revenue, and if you're on Peacock, you just took away a resource for AEW. Strategically, great move. Great move. If I was trying to do something like that, I would probably do the same thing. But when push comes to shove, it's a glorified house show that is creating them revenue, and the celebrities bring the eye into it.
So all right, so then so then we should stop. So then we should stop treating Saturday Night Main Event as a major event then. If that's,
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
It's
wholeheartedly.
not. It's not a major event.
Oh,
So should it though?
I've been watching
Should
wrestling.
it? Should it? Because I feel like you gotta think about it though, and I'm just like now I'm trying to like just create conversation, but like let's just say it like this: shouldn't it feel special? Because let's just be
yeah,
for real, it's on NBC of all things. It's
yeah.
not like especially in today's climate, whereas you got your Raw is on Netflix. Still crazy thing to say. Raw is on Netflix, which is not free. You have to pay. You
Yeah.
have to have a subscription on Netflix to watch Monday Night Raw, unless you got it like that and you got a VPN or you
Nope.
got these crack fire
Right.
sticks. But you got to pay to watch Raw. Now
Netflix.
SmackDown is on US. What is SmackDown on?
CW.
I
I
think,
don't
yeah.
because I have a VPN. I watch everything on Netflix, so I really do. What is
You would,
SmackDown on? Whatever it is, SmackDown's on cable. How about that? SmackDown's on cable. So is NXT. Now there is no such thing as free TV except if you got an antenna. There really isn't no such thing as free TV. But in the instance of where you think about it, NBC is a free station. That's the station that if you still got an antenna, you move it to the left 2 times, put the aluminum foil around it, you'll get NBC pretty clear. That's free wrestling, right? So shouldn't it feel special?
yeah.
You should.
So how do we
If
fix it?
what?
How do you fix it? If Triple H, all right, here's the question. Here's the question.
I have been a
Triple H
wrestling
called.
fan longer
If
than
Triple H called you, here's the question. If Triple H called you tomorrow and said, "Hey, fix Saturday Night Main Event. The next one is what you call it in Timbuktu. Fix it." What's the first thing you're changing then? Are you getting
the
rid? Are
you
you
grab
getting
a
rid of
red
celebrities?
button that says cancel and you hit it.
Oh, you would scrap it.
Listen, I've been watching wrestling longer than both of you probably have been alive. Maybe you. Maybe not you. I'm 40. I'm 41. How old are you?
38.
Okay, so I've been wrestling since 1987 with my grandpa.
Nice.
Sunday Night Heat
Ah, Sunday.
is better than fucking Saturday Night Main Event.
No,
No.
all right, Lou.
100%.
All right,
Anyway,
all right.
Chaz, go ahead.
All right, so that's egregious. Oh,
What,
you
what
can't.
they're,
You're
what
not
they're
gonna-
putting on right now for fucking Saturday Night Main Event is a grievance.
But didn't we all just agree that the tag
we,
team?
but we already but we agreed that the tag team match. The thing is this: the matches are fine. I don't think the matches are fine. They're putting on better matches than they were doing on Heat. All right, no, I was very young when Heat and Velocity was in in his last days, but I still remember watching Velocity when I shouldn't have been, just being super late. I shouldn't have been watching Velocity. But like,
Oh, look, Mama Evans, he's
He's
admitting on
snitching on
himself.
himself
I
right
should
Yep.
have
now.
at this point in time. And look, the statute of limitation. We're talking 15 years later.
I hope
Like
she whips her
over 50.
ass.
No, we're talking over
20,
Velocity.
23 years ago.
We're talking literally. I say Velocity. We're talking way past 15 years. But anyway, those are. I very have one Velocity match. I don't remember who it was. I know it was Jimmy Wang Yang. I know Jimmy Wang Yang. I don't remember who he was wrestling.
That
That's
just
my
hates yourself.
exactly way to date myself. But like that match between Trick Williams, what you call it, on last night was way better than Jimmy Wang Yang's match. So no, you're not gonna sit up here and tell me Sunday Night Heat and Velocity, what you call it, are better than what they're putting out today. No, that's no. I can't let that happen. No sir, no sir, no sir. Yeah,
Mankind versus The Rock at the halftime show of the Super Bowl.
that was good. That's fine. That's different. That's different. That's mankind. That's mankind.
We give it a pass because it's Mick Foley.
Yeah, like yeah.
So honestly, I know it's an unpopular opinion, and I know it brings eyes onto the company. I would slow down on the celebrity appearances. Um, I would probably get the fucking, but I've hated it since they've done it. I'd get the sponsorships off the mat. Uh,
But that's
Go
I
ahead
give you
and read
that.
those comments. Ed really is saying it all right now.
Oh,
Commercials.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you're right. Let me definitely pull up comments. Keep going, Trent.
the commercials kill it. That was our biggest gripe about WrestleMania. Was the amount of commercials versus wrestling that you got.
You're right. Yeah.
It kills the product. I
Yeah.
don't want to watch 45 minutes of wrestling and 2.5 hours of fucking commercials. That's not what I'm here for.
Audio. You sound like
Hey, Darth Vader, I can't hear you. I
sound like Bane off of the Dark. Dark
thought you were
Wonder Woman says Batman, your spirit or your back.
I don't know what happened to my audio.
It's fixed now. You fixed it.
Okay. You just had to talk like Bane to fix it.
Exactly.
I don't want to watch that amount of wrestling versus commercials.
That's fair. And I think Ed definitely put that up too. He said, "Well, it's definitely not premium when it's riddled with fucking commercials." Why's the 007? It's a glorified house show. Amen, Lou and Twitch. Ed Wiley comes back and says, "And WTF are they doing with Johnny Gargano? That's no direction." You're right. I think that's the Johnny thing, and it keeps Johnny on TV. It's probably his idea, and it's funny to them. But yeah, no direction unless there's something we're not seeing. And I think it's what we're seeing. How can it feel special when you get a 7-minute match? Excuse me, in 3 to 4 minutes of the match is cut to commercials. Yep.
Like,
LOL, my mom, yeah,
She's laughing at Saturday Night Main Event too.
she probably is. And 2 to 4 minutes of entrances. I want Saturday Night Main Event to advance storyline more than anything. Throw in a little comedy segment like the Danhauser one that was fine, but advance the damn storyline. I want to bring this back up. Yes, I think in a perfect world, right? In a perfect world, Saturday Night Main Event is literally I mean, I guess to put out there is your cheesy show because it is on NBC, right? You're trying to hook folks in that don't normally watch your product every week to go buy your pay per view, or well, it's not really pay per view anymore. Everything's a subscription. So I guess in a sense, you're trying to get them to pay subscription, and maybe that's what the business model is, And a lot of things is this, and maybe is also we got to look at it wider picture of the business isn't the same how it was 15, not even 10 years ago, not even 5 years ago with streaming and everything. Pay-per-view is not really a thing anymore, It's all about subscription. So maybe there's the business model that, hey, somebody who's working there hasn't retired yet and got on a podcast and spilled the beans for all of us, WWE workers to know how the business is working now. But maybe that's what it is. But that was always Saturday Night Main Event or any other live special that they did. Because even when I was growing up, they rarely did Saturday Night Main Event. I remember one, it was Randy and Cena. I remember specifically Randy RKOing Cena on the chair on the outside. So that, and I probably think they didn't have another one till who knows when. So and we're talking Orton and Cena. That we're talking definitely 07 ish, oh 08. But yeah, man, I don't. Like I said, I Saturday Night Main Event can be better if they need to just make it a story driven show. Like the matches are fine. I'm fine. I am all for trading matches for story. I'm fine with 7-minute matches, 2-minute entrances if you're going to make stories progress. And that's just maybe that's the actor in me, and that's the thespian. I'm all for stories. So if you can progress the story in 5 minutes, fine. Who cares about the wrestling? That's what we're here for, is the stories in a sense. So yeah, final thoughts on this one. Like, I know we kind of changed the question around, but like final thoughts. And I guess the question is this, all right? And you know what? Better yet, this is how we'll leave it on. Give me one reason why we should keep Saturday Night Main Event, and if you can't, then just it shouldn't exist. And it will end it off, and then we'll move on. We'll go to the comments, and then we'll move on to the next topic. All right, so you can start the one off, Twitch. Name me one reason why we should keep it.
Lou, name us one reason why we should keep it.
Little Jimmy. Little Jimmy. Name one reason, little Jimmy.
I don't have a reason.
Here's a question for you. Minus the tag team titles changing hands, the women's tag team titles changing hands last night. Who saw all the results coming a week ago? All of us.
It's fair.
There's no reason to have it.
That's fair. That's fair. But can't you say that every week though, low key, kind of? You can kind of like. I mean, yes, give or take. Yes, absolutely. I'll give yes. That's fair. Yeah. But like, it's kind of always a toss up. Like you kind of be like, yeah, they're gonna go like. But all right, the only reason, and everybody in the comments can jump at me on it, and that's fine. And all this, and when we clip this, all the social media, especially TikTok, because everyone hates me on TikTok.
Be on YouTube.
They hate me on TikTok. So, and I'll take the flag for it. But like, the only reason I think it should stay is because of the network money and the outside appeal. That's why. I mean, let's be for real. I hated this segment. It was a waste of time. You thought it would move a story, but it really didn't. You just brought out two basketball players. But you got Tyrese Halliburton and you got Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, who just won, like that whole New York Knicks storyline of them winning the championship, of them, that drought, that crowd, that city, Danhausen being low key kind of the reason, whether you want to believe it or not.
No, he is the reason.
He is.
I won't say he is. I won't say he isn't. But like, that's something you don't cash in on. So like that, yes, Tyrese Halliburton. He's a WWE fan. He's a friend of the company. Why not? They always have beef, like on as far as your in storyline stuff. But like, that's the only reason. That's the only reason for me. Yeah, that's the only reason. But I gotta agree with you guys. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
agree.
Go ahead and put that comment up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I see. Oh, wow. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the comments and then we'll move on. All right. Roma aura farming his entrance for
Roma
5 minutes,
aura
to 10
farm.
minutes. Knowledge me. Jay Uso, yeet this, yeet that. They turn a monster like Jacob Fatu into a catchphrase merchant, and don't just let him go out there and let him be the great worker that he is.
Someone's Facebook calling you.
Who's Facebook call? Yeah, I know. Someone's getting a Facebook call. It better be Damien. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, yeah, I don't disagree with that one. Use it to guide the story, like show the downfall of Myra Phillip and Full Hill. Yes, I would have loved to see her literally transition into this last night, and then you debut the look on Raw. But I get it, debuted on SmackDown, more eyes. I mean, not SmackDown, sorry, Saturday Night Main Event, more eyes. And somebody will get the same Twitch reaction and go, well, let me go watch Raw. I got Netflix. Like, let's see what this meth addict is doing. Like, I don't know. Like they say she
Bro,
wrestled. Like, all right, here you go. Why they hate you on TikTok? Why would anyone hate you?
There's
Mama
lots of
Evans,
reasons. Do you
let
really want us
where
to go there?
oh buddy, you just opened a can of worms. I got a whole group chat that can list you reasons on why we hate him. I have video proof of why we hate Sir Chancellor here. I have 4 words that will send him into a frenzy on why we hate him. House of Machiavelli. Okay,
All
3 words.
right, that's 3 words. And anyway, we're not gonna do it.
You and your fucking.
Bro, I'm high. Leave me alone.
Oh my God.
I'm high.
Anyway, you had me going for a minute. I was like, all right, yep, all right, all right, all right.
Oh
Then he said
my
4. All right, 4 words. I'm like, all right.
I was gonna
I'm
say
like, what
the
is 4
House
words?
of Machiavelli, but
The house. Oh man.
fuck you, Chaz. Okay, how about that?
And what
See,
comes on
that
said
is a,
the main event is now just a nostalgia variety show. Oh yeah,
oh
absolutely.
I got you, mom. Oh man, do I got you? I have you covered.
Anyway, all right, let's move on to our second debate topic. That was funny. All right, so cool. Let's go back to let's switch gears. Um, wait, thoughts on who? Thoughts on Enzo and Cass return? How you doing? Real quick, I was a fan of Enzo and Cass. I have the Snapchat video of my brother literally in his pajamas going literally saying their whole shtick of how you doing, like the whole thing. So definitely, I'm all for it. And honestly, it's better than what Cass was doing in AEW. So yeah, I'm all for it. What about y'all?
I'm for it. I'm not against it. How many people know him just for namesake alone?
Exactly.
How many people know him just from Bullet Club and are gonna be like, oh, Kenny Omega's a champion again? Let me go check this out.
Bada boom, realest dudes in the room.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? All right, cool. Now, moving on to topic 2. Is Kenny Omega still? I couldn't keep it in. Oh, is Kenny Omega still the right face of AEW in 2026? 4 years, Kenny Omega has been the defining figure, one of the defining figures of All Elite Wrestling. Now he's back at the top of the mountain as the AEW World Champion. But the question isn't whether Kenny is still great. We know he is. We've seen the matches. The question is whether is this the right move for AEW right now? Should AEW continue relying on one of its founding stars to lead the company? Or is it time to fully commit to the next generation and create the next Kenny Omega instead of continuing to lean on the original one? All right, so the question for you is this. Is putting the World Championship back on Kenny Omega the best move for AEW? Or should the company be building around its next generation of stars? I'll start this one off because I saw when I saw people questioning Kenny after Wednesday night, questioning AEW's movement, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And it's not because I'm a Kenny Omega fan. Like I'm low key able to put my fandom aside when it comes to these type of things. But the thing is this: we have complained, and when I say we, I talk about the IWC. All right, and we can all try and have revisionist history if we want to, but we were tired of the MJF shtick. We actually were trying to tell folks, give MJF a break. When Kenny was away because he had the diverticulitis, whatever, I think I said it right, whatever that thing he had when he was sick, right? We already knew and kind of had in our mindset that Kenny was done. We figured Kenny was done. And as we figured that, all right, cool. When absence grows, the heart fonder. We start reminiscing, and we were like, "Hey, Kenny's run as champion wasn't bad. When Kenny had literally the company by the throat, it was kind of fun. We missed that. Now we get it. So I think that putting the title back on Kenny is a breath of fresh air. I think the MJF era for the past 2.5 years, 3 years, not to say that it's been bad for the company, it's just ran its course. And when we really ran that horse, literally till he couldn't, till like the legs fall off, and like MJF's hurt. He's been working hurt, and he said it. He's been working hurt. So now this gives him that break, which we've been saying to give him that. So is this the right time? This is absolutely the right time. Who does not want another Kenny Omega world title run? I think that's really the big question, is who doesn't want a Kenny Omega world title run? Like, if he's not going to have it in New Japan, and if he's not getting signed in the E, well, why not give it to him in AEW? Why not Kenny Omega? As long we still have him, we don't have him for that much because Kenny is getting up there in age. Kenny Omega, being the big name that he is, built his name outside of WWE, and now that AEW is a thing, time's dwindling down. So listen, I'm here for it. It's Kenny Omega. It's Kenny freaking Omega. Like, why are we complaining about Kenny freaking Omega 2 weeks after he won the title? Like, can he complain at least after a month and a half? Can he defend the belt? Can he defend the belt? Because guess what? Everybody and their mama is going to talk about his match with Lil Ospreay and all, and they're going to call it the best match. We're going to talk about it in December when we give our match of the year candidates. So why are we complaining about Kenny talking about it is at the right time? No, can we be honest? And this will definitely get me heat on TikTok. Darby Allin is just the same as Sami Zayn.
Shut the fuck up.
It is. It is. I'm sorry. Unpopular opinion. Sorry, not sorry. But
It's
that is
about time someone said it.
hot diggity
You
dog.
shut
Come
the
on.
fuck up too.
It's facts. It's facts.
So-
It's a fact.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Darby's
now,
not.
now I'm gonna fucking argue with you, Chaz.
Let's go.
Not over Darby Allin, because I understand where you're coming from that. But you said something that kind of pissed me off.
Okay.
And you said MJF been carrying this company for 2.5 years, and it was getting old.
Well, yes, yes.
But Roman Reigns did the same thing with the WWE, and you were all for it.
I mean, I did say it was getting low, but I was for it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, that's a valid point.
It is a valid point. Roman Reigns is a better star than MJF, and is a way better wrestler.
But the WWE
Yeah.
has better stars than AEW.
Not all the time. Absolutely.
No,
No.
no.
We can that, and I can argue we in 2026 we can argue the point that you can go star for star AEW and WWE. It might not go long. It might not go long. Like, it might not go long, but you can go star for star. You can go, all right, name me a star, and you can name someone back. You can do that for at least 6-7 rounds.
Yeah.
You can't, the star thing now is like, yes, WWE is always going to be the number one. They're going to always be ahead of everybody just because they have the lineage. They have all the media stuff. They were here first. So, but AEW has built a brand. And like, we gotta not be like, the training wheels at some point has got to come off, and we've got to start looking at them as just a legitimate other wrestling brand that is on TV. That,
AEW
like,
is fucking garbage.
And you have that.
But it's not.
You have that right to think of that opinion. I don't think so. There are some things that I don't like. Yes, and there are things on that show that I don't like.
And so,
Like,
so
there
here's
are
my
things
opinion.
that I go where I do turn into a Jim Cornette, even though he blocked me on Twitter.
I would too.
That's fine.
Anyways, so I like the Kenny Omega title right now, as long as it's short lived, and you start building out your fucking newer generation. MJF did what AEW needed him to do, is carry that company since Cody left, and now it's time to let the future shine. If they're not gonna do that, they're gonna fail. It's gonna get bland watching Kenny Omega carry that title for the next year, and then MJF's come back healthy in 9 months, whatever, and then they're gonna put it right back on MJF because MJF is the future of that company still. So right now, while MJF is down, rehabbing his injuries, it is time to put the belt on somebody new that's younger that can help carry this company to a fucking further distance. Do I like it right now because I finally got to watch Kenny Omega win a title. Great. But let's take it off from now.
So, all right. So then, but the thing is, but okay, I agree with you on the MJF. Yes, MJF is the future of AEW. I think that's no question. You don't. There's no argument on that one. MJF is that pillar. Now, I remember they had all their whole pillars with Darby, Sammy, Britt, all that. But that's yeah. MJF is one of those pillars. But 6 years, like what are we? What are we? Yeah, we're 6 years in, right? Yeah, 6, 7 years into AEW.
Yeah, around
8 years
Seven.
almost.
We're almost 8 years. Should they still need Kenny Omega though? Like, I think you don't think so.
No.
So you're telling me, all right? So all right. Frame it like this. All right. So should they still 7, 8 years into AEW, right? Should they still need a Kenny Omega, a Mox, a Jericho level name to carry the company?
Not if they spent those 7, 8 years building up newer stars. No, no, I don't think they would need a Kenny Omega, a Jericho, somebody with that name caliber. If you had them in the beginning to help build your talent to where people are like, okay, I can get behind Brody King, I can get behind Darby Allen,
Anthony Bowens.
the list is endless. If you had them to help build up the stars on your roster, because like you just said, Chaz, you can go star for star with WWE. It may not last long, but you can still do it. If you'd have spent those early years building the younger talent a little bit more, helping them get their name out there a little bit more, then where we are now, no, I don't think you would need a Jericho. I don't think you would have needed to bring CM Punk in. It brings eyes to your company. I understand that, and I respect it. If you want to bring if you could convince the Undertaker to show up, I'm sure it would bring millions of views to your product. But if you have talent that is already built as a star, like we saw what happened with Roman, where he showed up, meh, and now look at it. We all acknowledge our tribal chief.
I don't.
Well, you don't count. If you spent that time
Of course.
building the talent,
Of course, he's got his falafel.
of
Well,
course,
they're not.
he's gonna hit Poopa.
These are definitely what you call. They're not. These are called Kiku beads. So
Yeah.
they're not that. But just keep going. Keep going. Sorry.
Called
Don't
it a
mind me.
fupa.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
He called it a fupa.
He's got his Fupa. He's good.
He is a fupa.
Oh man. If you built the talent, you wouldn't need the more star powered talent. I think you could keep him around to still advance talent, and I think that's what they're gonna do. That's why I don't mind Kenny Omega as champion. Like I said, when you guys were apparently talking about something else, and I thought we were already on this topic, how many people know him from Bullet Club?
Yeah.
How many people didn't make that jump from New Japan to watch AEW, and then they see a name that they know, like Kenny Omega as champion, and they're like, oh, let me go check this out now. Kenny Omega can build stars.
Yeah.
Like, we saw this happen in New Japan. He can build stars. So it's not like what Lou says we're going to see him. I don't think it's going to be him getting a title for a year and then dropping it back to MJF. I think we're going to start seeing Kenny, people like MJF, start helping build the younger talent into stars.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. He does build stars, and I definitely see this title reign something kind of like I mean, not in the same vein, but like how Cody had his TNT Open Challenge, where he was
Yeah.
given the opportunity to just, us indie schmucks to get on. Hey, at that time it was during COVID, we were locked down, giving us indie schmucks an opportunity to, hey, get on TNT, man, like get on Turner Network for 15 minutes, have a match with me. I do,
Yeah.
I do think in the same sense, I think that's what this title reign with Kenny is going to do. I mean, let's be for real. What he's facing Will and all in like like that's if that's not big in itself as far as the first title defense, I don't know what is. But like you said, Twitch, the names, we can list the names. Like Swerve is a name that we've got that we're definitely probably going to see him go up against. Edge just came back, so we definitely are going to see that probably, because now that Hangman can challenge for the title, because hey, MJF is not the champion anymore, so we can see that. Jay White is back. Who would know? Jay White, to build him back up, to make him one of those stars, you know. And then like one of the names we're not talking about in Kyle Fletcher, I think, is probably the guy that's going to take the belt off of Kenny. Look at the date, save this. Everyone who's listening, listen to me now and hear me good. It might happen next year. It may happen at Winter is Coming in December. But Kyle Fletcher is probably the guy that's going to take the belt off of Kenny. I I do think probably we're going to get a returning babyface MJF in the future, just because you gotta do something different. And like his they didn't do it right. I don't think they did him justice with the babyface run that they did originally a couple of years ago. So I think when he comes back, he'll probably be a babyface, or hell, you turn Kyle Fletcher babyface and have MJF be healed, and then you got probably Kyle Fletcher, your next big face coming out of this. So, um,
MJF is way too good at being a heel. Then they're not going to change that.
and
They
that's
will not
exactly,
change that.
and I right, and so right, and that's and that like I said, it's a fair point. He is way too good as a heel, where you don't gotta change him. You let him be the heel, and you just turn Kyle babyface, which is what you can do if done right. Because by the time, if you give MJF the break he deserves, like if we want to keep it a buck and like be fully transparent, if you give him the break that he deserves, all right, like if you give your general the break he deserves after the war, kept y'all afloat, maybe by that time we will have gotten through Kyle Fletcher enough that we love him enough where we're gonna think that we love MJF and he's gonna break our hearts yet again. So I
Okada.
I think I really do think that it's the right time. And I don't, I hate to see the like the right time where it's like it's Kenny Omega, but this is the right person to build AEW around in 2026. If that makes sense. If
Yeah.
you're looking at like if we go back, if you look what 10 years from now, you look back in a year, all right, cool. This is when AEW was really finding their identity. They went to war with WWE for 5 years, back and forth. Now they're really trying, they're in their own lane, and I really appreciate AEW, not everyone who does media, for for AEW say we're doing our own thing. We did the war, like they addressed the fact that hey, yeah, we were going, we were swinging with them, and we backed off. They send their shots. Hey, we'll send our shots here and there, but we're doing our own thing, and they're finally creating their own identity. And so like I I'm fine with Kenny Omega being a stamp in like them finding their own identity.
Yeah.
Like it's like the argument of Kenny Omega it's asinine. It's really is. It really is, because like Twitch and even Lou, I think we all said it. Kenny is a proven vet. It's not like Kenny is some scrub, some worker who can't work, who can't.
Yeah.
Kenny's good at what he does. He's one of the best in the world, and he's been one of the best in the world for
Best
the past
machine.
literally for 10 years. Like he just hasn't been in the WWE. And that's all it is.
You don't
So,
believe us? Go ask Dave Meltzer. He'll tell you all about it.
oh brother, dude, he'll tell you he'll that's
Don't bring that guy on this fucking show.
that's a true, that's a true walk off moment. Like that's legit. Dave Meltzer will definitely tell you how great Kenny Omega is. All right, I want to go to the comments, and then we'll go right on to our last debate. Wrong F word. Yeah, we've been throwing it a lot today. Careful, Chaz. You'll get cursed. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. Met Enzo at MCW show. Nice. Yeah, I met him. I met Enzo in Delaware. I met Enzo. No, I'm lying to you all. I'm sorry. I did not meet Enzo. I met Cass. I met Big Cass in Delaware. Um, at 1CW. Big Cass, former 1CW champion, actually. But yeah, I met Big Cass at 1CW down there in Delaware. Shout out to 1CW Pro Wrestling. And then Lou,
My bad.
Woo!
whatever you probably had to say. You probably said some no words. All right,
Some what?
some no words. All right, here we go. Topic one. This is what our original first topic was, but all right. This is really a Cliff debate because Cliff is very big on supporter of women's wrestling, and so all right, WWE hasn't traditionally done this. Since we were talking about AEW, this is more of an AEW thing, but with Rhea Ripley on the shelf, instead of vacating the championship or simply waiting for her to come back, the WWE has introduced a interim women's championship. All right, it's a concept we've seen elsewhere, but not in the WWE. So supporters say it's the best of both worlds. You protect the injured champion's reign while keeping the division moving. Critics have also said that all you've done is create two champions and make the title feel less important. So the question is, did WWE make the right call with introducing a interim women's championship? Or does the concept unnecessarily really devalue the championship? All right, we'll start this one off with you, Twitch.
I think it's fucking dumb. I understand the point of wanting to do things that other companies are doing. I understand the point of wanting to follow your owner's company of UFC and creating interim champions and shit like that. You've never done this before, so why are you doing it now? Because it's Rhea, or is it because you have no other real champion lined up? Like I think it's asinine that we're doing this when we've never done it. So why now? At any other point, you'd have taken this title off of somebody already. So then I asked the question, is it because it's Rhea? Or is it because you have no other major plans lined up? And if that's the case, then you're fucking stupid. Sorry, Mom. But it's asinine to me. I think it's dumb.
So, all right, before we go to you, Lou, if your champion gets hurt, right, for 4 months, what should happen to the championship?
Vacate it.
Okay. What do you
We-
think, Lou?
Twitch.
Cool. Vacate it. All right. All right. Cool. That's all that. All right.
Twitch.
What?
Are we on the fucking same wavelength right now?
They are.
Because I fucking agree with you 100%. You took it right out of my mouth. Literally, this is stupid. Looks like Saturday Night main event. It's stupid. Vacate the title. I don't care if it's because Rhea's complaining that she should keep the title, or if you have no plans. And if you have no plans, you have Jordan Grace sitting at home.
Oh my God.
No, see, no.
Yeah. All right.
You have what I'm saying is you have other female wrestlers that you're not doing anything with. And you're gonna make an interim.
So now we know what I know what your bid is for the next 8 months. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Explain
go,
yourself.
Chad. What you got, man?
Explain yourself. What do you mean my bid for the next 8 months?
So let me tell you this, right? We didn't bat an eye when AEW did this. No one batted an eye. All right. No one. We, and I say we, and
I ain't listening to this shit.
we, when I say we, and he could leave because he was one of the main supporters of it at the time. So that's fine. He can leave, and it makes him look like the hypocrite. But look, this show understood interim championships at the time, and they were doing it a lot in 22, 23, 21 because a lot of people were getting hurt. This show got that. This show understood that, right? And we were on the other side of the fence when WWE, specifically WWE fans, right, clowned AEW for the interim championships, right?
Yeah.
Why, like, did like maybe WWE realize that hey, it actually works. It works. And sure, I am never one to shy away from them giving the Rhea Ripley Golden Shovel, queen treatment. I will forever get on that bandwagon. Call me a hater. Tell me I'm sipping on the haterade. That's fine. I will gladly wear that hat. So I'll take that and say, yeah, it is because of Rhea. I'll put that on there too. But the interim championship thing, especially on this show, glad you're back, Mr. Franchise there.
I had to take a leak, and you started talking, so it was just a good time for me to take some.
Anyway, the interim championship was always a thing. We agreed that it made sense. It keeps the championship. Don't shake your head. I'll go pull up receipts. All right, our YouTube collection. Look, don't. I have the time, and I'll tell Cliff. I'll say, hey Cliff, can you go back and search it? He will. So
He
don't
will.
don't do that. And that'll be the first clip. All right, cool. Cliff, I know you're watching the show because you have to babysit us. Go pull the clip up. Go pull it up, or pull the mini clips of us agreeing that interim championships were fine. Like, we understood it. Like, I get it. So, but the thing
Find
is
a
this.
clip of me saying that, and I'll Venmo you $100.
That's fun. I got $100 coming this week, bro. But look, I'll tell you this though, and I'll ask this question, and let's debate this. What's more important then? Is it the champion or the championship?
The championship.
Okay. What do you think, Twitch?
Oh, I know where you're going with this. I'm just gonna let you go with it.
What do you say?
It's the championship that matters.
Okay. So if the championship is the thing, right? If it's vacated, what's it done? How is that the most important thing? It's just a belt. You got if the championship is on somebody, then there's a champion, and heck, maybe this
But a
becomes a
champion
wrestling.
should be fucking fighting. It should be defending, not an interim fucking championship. It should be they take it off until they're fucking healed, and then they can come try to get their belt that they never lost. That's what it should
So,
be.
But
so
but look, in 2026, we've seen it how many times? Something different. I think that's low key the story of the show. Something different. Why not?
so let me. I'm gonna just say this. It is not the fact of the interim championship that bothers me. The fact that bothers me the most about this, and Chaz, this is where you and I will agree on this. Why now?
Yeah,
Why now?
that's it.
When
Yeah.
and I will agree with you, we agreed that AEW makes the interim championship work.
They
The interim
do.
championship is not a bad thing. My issue with all this is why now? When every other champion in this company's history in the past has vacated a title when they were injured. When they have a serious injury, what does WWE do? We make them vacate the title, and then we hold a tournament of some dumb shit, and we find a new winner.
Finn Balor, 24 hours after he won it off against Seth, vacated it.
All right. So would you rather? I guess would you rather WWE treat championships like boxing and the UFC,
No,
or like the NFL and the NBA, where like you get hurt and the season just moves on without you?
the season moves on.
We
Thank you.
so we in the previous debate topic we talked about this. What's more important, the match or the story?
Story.
And the story in wrestling is what? The championship.
Per se, but not always. But yes, yeah.
When we're talking about a championship match, the
Correct.
story is the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we why are we as a company that has never done this before watering down our title for and I'm going to say this and it'll cause heat on it, for the sake of one wrestler? Because that's what this comes off as. We don't want Rhea Ripley to not be champion. She's injured. Let's create a less than title because we don't want to take it off of her. That is my biggest issue with all of this.
You got anything on that one, Lou?
Nope. It's garbage. Take it off of her. Put it on somebody else, and let the show keep going.
So the thing is this. All right. Well, then this. If Cody Rhodes tears his ACL tomorrow, right? Well, not Cody because he's not champion, but let's just say CM Punk. CM Punk tears his ACL tomorrow. You create an interim WWE champion?
No.
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 Look, I'm one of the biggest Cody fans too. If Cody was champion, when Cody was champion and he's tore his pectoral, I didn't want him wrestling. I want him to give it up and let the show go on.
So, I mean, I don't want to fall down because y'all know how I feel about Rhea.
I would love you to fall down right now.
I don't want to because
Crash out.
and that's what I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to.
Okay, so have a mild fender bender.
So, I agree with the Rhea thing. I do think it's because we're protecting Rhea. All right. And like
Not protecting Rhea.
I do believe that. I believe and my full honest take and my belief is that the interim championship is a thing because they don't want Rhea Ripley to lose the title yet. Okay, like, and like we can ask the question like, and then because then someone will go, well, is the debate this? Did they create the interim title for is it for Rhea, or is it the best solution? And I truly believe that they did it for Rhea, so her reign doesn't end. All right. Triple H has already made it known that he's got this Rhea Ripley fetish obsession, and like he sees her as the guy, like in a sense, like that is the
Woman.
top, the woman, right? That's the top. She's the top spot in the women's division. And
Can I just say it?
whether she deserves it
Say
or
it.
not is another debate. Go ahead, say it.
Triple H is a cuck for Rhea.
Yes,
Wholeheartedly.
yes. So yes, because I think the WWE. So all right, well then here's my question to you, and here's my question to everybody: is WWE protecting the championship or are they protecting Rhea Ripley?
Rhea.
The thing about it is, it's not, as fans, the way we're viewing all this, as avid fans that we all are, we're starting to hate Rhea more and more because of this. So it's really not protecting her either.
Exactly. Right.
When she comes back, she's gonna get fucking booed.
Right, and it's gonna fall back exactly. You're exactly, and which falls into a deeper discussion about the booking of Rhea Ripley, because low key, and like we, because I didn't want to go down to Rhea because I didn't want the topic to change into a from the interim championship concept
Bash Rhea Ripley.
to a bash Rhea Ripley, and they're only doing this so because it's Rhea Ripley, and whereas and so I didn't want it to go that route, but like the thing is this, because you look at any other champion in WWE, you look at CM Punk, you look at Penta, you look at Liv, they got hurt, it's vacated. It's vacated. There's no questions. There's no question asked. We're gonna move on. Oh, we didn't have no one planned. All right, cool. Well, let's flip it. Let's figure it the heck out, and like who's gonna get that spot, and till we reconfigure where we're going, or on what you call it, until such and such comes back. That's how it is. So I mean, maybe the interim thing, and I guess we can. The best way to really answer this is to wait and see. But is if they do it to if they pull this interim champion thing out again for somebody else, and who they pull it out for matters. All right, because like at some point it's like, all right, is it WWE showing favoritism towards his bigger stars? Because like I said, like anybody get like any of these champions get hurt tomorrow, right? Are they creating an intern championship for them, or are they vacating it? And like, if you think about it, right? If your answer goes, then it depends. Then it don't really matters about protecting the star. Like it's not it's protecting the championship.
And I mean, Naomi got pregnant, and they didn't have an interim for her. They just said, "Hey, you're going to vacate it."
Right. And then and it's crazy and it's funny and we can laugh about it and funny and it's crazy, but that's a true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Who's to say that when Naomi like comes back anytime, because like I mean she had the baby, so whenever she feels ready to say, all right, cool, my what now? It would be what 500 day, 200 something rain like.
Yeah.
So like it's really one of those things. It's like where are we? What is the point of it? And it goes back to what's the point? So like, are we protecting the championship or the champion? And at this point, we're not protecting the championship. We're trying to protect the champion, and it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire.
You said it best. If until they do this for someone else, we'll never know. We'll never. We can sit here and speculate all we want on if this is protecting Rhea or the championship. But until we see if they do this for someone else, which Lou brought up a great point, Naomi got pregnant and they made her vacate the title. Finn Balor got injured and they made him vacate the title. Like, until they do this with somebody else, it's just appearing as favoritism towards Rhea.
I want to go to the comments. Comments are blowing up. All right, so Gunther versus All is official for SummerSlam. I'm hyped. I don't care what anyone says. The egg goes pure favoritism. Yeah, I mean, and I that's one of those things. It's like it's one of those. It's like it's obvious, but you don't want it to be obvious.
This is where we need Cliff.
Legitimately, this is where we need Cliff. Legitimately, yes. Apology accepted, Twitch. Oh, another one. Lou!
The F-bombs are coming off, Mamba. Sorry.
Yeah, this show.
I'll do some repenting tonight.
If the title was on another woman, it would be vacant in a tournament or something else. Yep. By the way, isn't interim champions the Tony Khan special? Example, John Moxley. Yep, we've said yep. It's the Tony Khan special, and it works. And it works.
But they have also done it consecutively from the beginning.
Facts. Yeah.
This isn't something where a company that has never done it before. That would be like if UFC never had interim championships before, and out of the blue they decide to create an interim championship because XYZ is champion, but he blew his knee out and can't compete.
I wish there was a camera right there to just be like, "Hello, Connor."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What good is the champion if it's just sitting on the shelf somewhere collecting dust? That's my point on what I agree of the interim champion. Free.
Sorry, Mama Kelly. Mama Kathy. It happened today.
We asking for WWE to do something different. Now they're doing something different. Just the way that they're going about it just makes no sense. Kathy Evans. Yep. She's on a roll today.
Oh yeah,
Is
by
it
the way,
that-
congratulations to Athena by breaking Roman Reigns' modern day longest championship reign ever.
locked behind a paywall?
Bro, until they take her out of that paywall.
Ugh. Sounds like at the end of the day, it's all about the money. Or should I say the belt? Yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Fans are going to start to resent her. Yep. And I can't wait for it to happen.
We already do.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Bianca
don't
should be
yet.
on her way back as well. I love to join you guys for broadcast one time if you have me. Absolutely. You got scheduled with our producer Cliff. He's the guy, but he's not here right now.
I don't know who the fuck that
He's
guy
on
is.
vacation.
He's on vacation for some odd reason, but yeah, I don't bring I just talk trash. But Bianca actually is not on her way back because Bianca has to have a baby. She is pregnant. Not only is her finger not fully healed, but she is pregnant. So you will not see her probably for the next 2 years.
You ain't gonna see her for a while.
You're not gonna see her, and honestly, I'm a-okay with that one.
That's gonna make that return so much sweeter.
It is. It really is. It definitely is. All right. Final thoughts on this interim championship thing. Like that turned into it's Rhea's fault.
It's not Rhea's fault. It's Triple H's fault.
Well, yeah. Like so, yeah. So yeah, is it so? I guess the best ending close. I guess the closing question is this: like, did they make the right call to using the interim championship to protect Rhea's reign? I think that's really what we're arguing at this point because we know it's for Rhea. We know they're protecting her.
Yeah.
So is this the right call?
No, not at all.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So let us know in the comments what you all think. Like, is this a good move, or are they creating different rules for different champions? Like, if it's
What do you think, Chaz?
legit, what do I think?
What do you think?
It doesn't matter what you think. Sorry.
You're right, because I agree. It doesn't matter what I think, because I agree.
Ain't that the whole point of this show?
It's no, because I say it's not about me. It's about my friends. So no, it's not.
And now your friends are asking you.
Which is insane. Out of 6 years later, they're finally asking me.
I'm not his friend, so I don't give a shit.
How does it make you feel, Chaz?
I'm concerned.
That's a nice way to put it.
Concerned. Oh man, that's the show, folks. All right, guys. Oh wow, Mom, you made it through the entire hour and a half of the show. That's
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. You get a trophy just cuz. But my PlayStation users,
She does have a trophy. It's her kid JJ.
Oh, that was a low blow. I like it.
I'm gonna leave that all. I'm gonna say that off the air.
He ain't got
Anyway,
nothing to say.
I don't have nothing. If you haven't done so, hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms at 3CountPod _ on the bird but at 3CountPod everywhere else. Subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, all of those things. Make sure you hit that bell button because you don't miss any content. You don't miss the Lou and Twitch show when that pops up every once in a while. You don't miss our watch-alongs. You don't miss now entering the ring. Just hit the bell button. I probably told y'all some insider stuff that hasn't even happened yet, but just hit that. Just subscribe, because guess what? Now you have to subscribe so you can be the first one there, and you can be there and say, "Hey, I was there when it started." Yeah, I gotta hit the end broadcast, so I'm gonna keep talking until I hit it, and until that little guy pops up.
Hit the fucking button. Shut the fuck up.
There you go.
What's up? It's your boy Twitch Graves. Thank you for checking out this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you like and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Facebook, Apple Podcasts. We're also on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, and Twitch at 3CountPod. Twitter and X, 3count_pod. While you're at it, head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees or ForYourWear.com and make sure you buy our merchandise.